Wow. He improved some in his pass pro, not where we want him yet. And I would just really probably say his knowledge of the game.
He had mentioned wanting to improve his ability to go the distance, not run out of gas. How does he work on that? How do you get better at that?
Well, I think that's a lot of just strength and speed training with our strength and conditioning coach Mick. I think that some of that had to do too, because the kid can run. He got worn out. Got worn out at the end of the year. You know, there's a lot of reps in training camp throughout the season, but not an excuse. It is what it is. But he's got to build up some more stamina, and as we progress through the year.
Master T doesn't look like a typical freshman, does he?
No, he's a pretty big kid, isn't he?
What's your assessment of him? Obviously, his ceiling's high, but even his floor looks to be pretty high. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he did some good things. He's got to learn how to just finish plays, and you know, the terminology we use is 4 to 6 A to B, and he's trained to finish every single snap. And you got to remember, I know he's been here a semester, but in all reality, he's played football for 2 weeks. We had 15 days, and with actual bullets flying, you know what I mean. And so he's going to be okay. He's going to be fine. Had a good spring. I'm happy where he's at. We've got to still keep going.
With Mike coming back and then Antonio being as improved as he is this maybe as strong a running back room as you've had?
In my coaching career?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I had a pretty strong with the place I came to previously. In the 2012 season, we had a pretty strong unit. But I'd say I'd have to agree with that assessment. Yeah.
How do you separate? How do you delineate when you have so many guys that are probably deserving of carries?
Who I like better? No. That's a joke.
Who brings you donuts?
Right, exactly. You know, I don't know. I think it's just the flow of the game and how things are going, and because you know, those guys are accountable guys. They've all grown in their own right as far as the scheme and how we do things here, and they're all very well bought in to what we're doing as far as our culture of our program and how we do things within the room. So I think a lot of it's just how to feel, you know, to feel the game and how it's going, and yeah.
How much better can these guys get pushing each other? Because they're all hungry, they all want the ball, and they're all going to push one another come the summer and come fall camp. How much does that make them better?
Oh, without question, it makes you better. I mean, it's competition. You know, the more competition they have, the more successful you'll be, because you're going to push yourself to higher limits than you could obviously do by yourself when there's someone standing next to you or behind you just pushing. So it makes everyone better. It makes everyone in the room better. Makes our team better. Makes you more accountable in everything that you do, as far as in the meeting room and on and off the field, because you have other guys that are pushing you, and it's a close group though, and they enjoy pushing one another, and that's what we're looking for.
So you got to be happy as a coach with that, to see that they all want the best for themselves and for each other, and as a coach that they encourage that and you encourage that.
Absolutely, and I've watched how those guys have taken to Master T, trying to teach him, and there's a lot of times in the meeting room, we'll be going through something, I'll say something, and all of a sudden the older guys will stop. They'll stop me, so hey, no, Master, think of it like this, and so they're helping one another, and they've already started trying to indoctrinate Brian Snead into things and helping him as well. So it's a healthy situation, a healthy room, if that's the word we want to use.
Yeah.
And kind of like where we're at, got to keep going. We're not where we need to be right now, but we're getting there.
You mentioned Brian Snead. What are you expecting him to bring?
I don't know. We got to see how, he's got to learn the offense. There's so much. I mean, it's so hard to say. Well, he's a guy that's never been on campus, except a couple times to visit, right? And to say where he's going to be, I don't know. What my expectations are, he's going to come in here and compete. He's going to come in here and do all he can and be very intentional about learning our offense and buying into our culture of just you play as hard as you can every single snap and you take it all in and just be the best version of him that he can be, and that's my expectation. Now where it goes from there,
right.
Got to see how he's up and running.
When you guys open the fall practice for the media and we get to see Brian Snead, what are we going to see?
I'm going to see a pretty good looking athlete, and it's probably, I'm going to guess if he walked in here right now, you're going to see a guy that's about 210 pounds and a good looking young guy, and bright eyed and high energy, and that's my hope.
Tony,
I thought you were going to say bushy tailed in there.
We know how much emphasis you guys put on the running backs being able to block.
Right.
And we've all seen Weber and JK do that quite a bit. How are your other guys in that area?
We got to get better. JK's got to get better. Mike's got to get better. You know, but they're coming. I think that's something when you come out of high school. As I've said it oftentimes in recruiting, that's not part of the high school contract. You know, to go block, I want to give you the ball, right? So here it's a little different deal, and it takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of time to hone in on those skills, and that's really about a want-to factor, and because it's not a natural act. So, but they're all getting there, and we put a heavy emphasis on it, and we'll continue to work through the summer months.
And Tony